Hello, my name is Perry Campbell, and we're here for Season 3 of Secrets of Martial Arts. Today I'm with Hanshi Yogi Israel. Hanshi Israel was actually my first instructor. He's my sensei. And I started with you 40 years ago. 40 years ago. Sometimes it seems like yesterday.
It was yesterday. They say the older you get, the faster time moves, you know. And it feels like yesterday you were 15 and now you're 55.
Yes. Yeah. It's amazing how time goes.
Yeah.
How long have you been studying martial arts?
Well, I started back in '63, okay? And I was 14, 15 years old at the time. And I was attending Harran High School, okay?
And that is where?
In New York City. In fact, 59th and 10th Avenue in Manhattan, okay? So I was always interested in the art because we were always exposed to it, you know, whether we knew it or not. As far back as Gene Autry, Hopalong Cassidy, they always showed, Roy Rogers also showed a technique once, you know, and I said, oh, I like that, and I would practice it. Whatever I saw on TV,
right,
I would practice it. Then when I got to high school, there were a couple of guys that were teaching, okay, and I went and joined them and practiced with them for a little while. And I met two jiu-jitsu practitioners, and they told me about this instructor that was coming to the neighborhood community center. His name was Moses Powell, and he's world-renowned jiu-jitsu instructor.
Mm-hmm.
And he came and he taught a class, and there was only 3 of us attending the class. The second week, same 3 guys, including myself, attended the class, and he brought two students with him. One was Little John Davis and his son, who's now a well-achieved martial artist. But he came the second time, and then he never came back because there wasn't enough interest. So we ended up training at the YMCA. They told me that, hey, there's a class at the YMCA.
And this is jiu-jitsu?
This is jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
I said, oh yeah, there I went. And I trained there for almost 2 years, you know, and I was going for my brown belt when Uncle Sam called and drafted me into the armed forces. And
what was training like back then? Was it similar to today? Was it harder than today? Is it?
Well, in New York City, when you have an open class, hey, you have some big guys coming in, and when they throw you, they want to put you in China.
Yeah.
Okay, so you learned how to break fall real quick. You learn how to roll real quick. You learn how to get out of the way real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And you learn to respect one another because, hey, if you didn't, the door was there for you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, my sensei was Sensei Edward Kent, okay? And after the Army, I lost track because he moved, and I lost track of where he was. And so I just kept training on my own.
Right.
You know, like the key to martial arts is to adopt, make it your own, and train, you know. And if your love is there, it's gonna open itself up to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's hey, it's like a person that takes long walks and eventually becomes a jogger, becomes a climber, so on and so on and so on. Same thing with martial arts.
Right. So now we're in Northern Ontario. You live in a small community of Whitefish Falls, about an hour west of here.
Yeah.
What would bring you from New York City to ultimately to Whitefish Falls?
A long story.
Well, we have 2 minutes. So.
Okay. Someone came and visited me, and they were telling me about this place that they went to, okay, where people would sit around and they turn their bodies into funny figures, and all they ate was, they didn't eat any meat, they ate this funny food, and they sat around a lot, and they made a lot of funny sounds with their mouths. And the more he explained it and told me about it, the more my eyes opened up more and my ears opened up more, and I want to learn some of that. I said, give me the phone number. I got the phone number. The next weekend, whoop, I was upstate New York at a yoga retreat where I met Swami Satchidananda, and I met a man named Ramana. And he invited me to come up to Connecticut where he has a dojo. He had a ashram, a school.
Okay.
Okay. I went there, and through that school, I met Master Daniel K. Pai, Kung Fu master. Him and I, we exchanged, and we went around doing demonstrations all over New Hampshire, Maine, so on. At one of his camps, okay, in Hidden Valley, Maine, there was a collective martial arts camp.
Mm-hmm.
And there I met a man named Bob Douglas.
And he was from Sudbury.
And he was from Sudbury. And he attended one of my classes.
And that's what brought you here.
And he asked me, he says, well, I was sitting on a mountain watching over, and the sky was clear, 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 billions of stars. He comes sit next to me, he says, Yogi, look at all these stars. I said, what makes you think they're stars? I said, we could be in a shoebox and those are air holes. He looked at me, he says, you have to come to Sudbury. You have to come and incorporate your yoga teachings into my Goju school, like Gogen Yamaguchi had it in Japan.
And the rest is history. We're here, and I'm here because of you.
Hey, you guys are here too.
After the break, we're going to come back with some demonstrations by Hanshi. Right? Hanshi right? Go over there. Okay, we're back with Hanshi Yogi Israel. Hanshi Israel is going to demonstrate now kata. Kata, a lot of people don't understand what it is. Some don't understand the relevance or the importance of kata. To a karate man, karate woman, karate person, kata is extremely important. And Hanshi is going to demonstrate why it's important and demonstrate some self-defense techniques out of it.
We put aside time at the beginning of a session of a class to reflect and also recognize that you're in the dojo to take and study oneself. Okay? Kata is a series of movements that you take and you work over and over again to fine-tune your body so you can respond to circumstances no matter what your walk of life is. The first kata I'm going to demonstrate is the first form, and it starts with footing, okay? Your foundation. If you don't have a good foundation, you don't have a good building. You don't have a good machine. And 1. Kata, Taikyoku Gedan. Hey! Get side. Acha. There. That's to give you a sample of what a kata looks like. The mind is a funny thing. It plays tricks on you all the time. The object is to stay on top of it, okay? So, now I'll show you kata seunchin. My assistant and helper is Mr. Dale Goche. We always pay honor and respect to each other and to the place where we are, because it took a lot of lives to bring our martial arts to where it is today. So from Kata Taikyoku Gedan, he's going to grab me from behind. As soon as he grabs, I step forward, I strike the groin. I step through, and I lock him up. From Kata Seunchin, the kata I just did, okay, he'll grab from the front. As soon as he grabs from the front, here's my first move in the kata. I rip the face, and it opens me up to all sorts of techniques. From Kata Seunchin, okay, he throws a punch, I block it, and I lock up his arm. Kata Seunchin. Okay, Next kata I'm going to share, and the importance of kata is, you may get one or two techniques, okay, or you may get a repertoire of techniques from the kata. But the difference between a karate man and a street fighter is, a street fighter only has so much in their repertoire, where a karate man has an arsenal of techniques from kata. I'm going to share now a kata that was created right here in Sudbury by Sensei Bob Douglas, and I was honored enough to work with him in creating this form. Kata, Wolverine. Yeah. Two minutes. Dra. Los. Take a stand. Dra. Right from opening, okay, you have double block. Dra. Chi. Punch. Block. Okay. Grab them. Down. Komite. Us. Komite, tournament sparring. Drum, cha, hey, hiya. Second move. Shum. Second move. Okay. You're in the public washroom, and all of a sudden somebody grabs you from behind. Boom, pop. Kata, from Saifa. Us. So little time, so much to share. I guess I'll have to come next year and share the air. Us.
Thank you very much. You know, I think that a lot of people, when I hear them, they don't see a purpose for the kata. They think useless, I think, is the word that they do it. I think by you demonstrating exactly what the techniques do, kata is not useless. It's something you can work for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but the thing is, the chances of somebody attacking you are slim to none in most cases, depending on the neighborhood you're in. Okay? But kata keeps you alert, and aware of your surroundings all the time. Us.
Okay, so when we come back, we're going to have some street self-defense techniques.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Okay, we're back with Hanshi Yogi Israel. Today I'm going to get him to demonstrate some self-defense techniques. What I was always amazed at Hanshi Israel's self-defense techniques is that I've seen many that are flashy and flamboyant, and truly they look great, but they don't work. Hanshi's techniques for self-defense are techniques that anybody can use, simple, to the point, and you're going to get a chance to see it. So, thank you.
Okay. People always, most people, when a situation arises, they panic. First rule in self-defense, stay aware. Stay aware of your surroundings at all times. And if you're taking and being attacked, okay, remember, if someone has something in their hand, the thing that they have in their hand cannot hurt you, but the person that's behind what they have in their hand can. So, last year I covered getting out of the way, okay? All 8 gates. Now, I'm gonna show how the technique, simple, okay? Person grabs your hand, you walk in, person grabs your hand. Now all you have to do is just raise it and point back at them. Slap the hand, okay? They don't expect you to slap the hand. Now come and strike. And shoot. Boom. In the case of a grab, okay, a person will grab you. They don't expect you to grab them. So, where are his hands? His hands are right there. I don't have to worry about him hitting me, right? So now I can slap, poke in the eye. I did this once when I was a kid in the Bronx. This guy kept wanting to fight me, and he grabbed me, and all I did was boom, boom. Guess who got in trouble in school? I did. His parents come in, look at my son, look what he looked like. Hey, I defended myself. Person grabs, slap. Come over, grab the hand and bring him down. Okay? Boom. If you wish to create some damage, and if you want to just lift him up, grab the thumb, and here's the key. I can make him dance for me. Okay? Okay. Person grabs. I open him up. I wind him up. I kick. He wants to come down. I bring him down. I'm walking down the street, minding my own business. Now, I know there's one hand there that I'm going to slap. As soon as I slap it, I grab it, and I pull the fingers, and you see what I'm doing? What you do with the wishbone, you do with the fingers. Snap. He's going to tap. Okay, want him up? Okay, wrap him up. Okay, now he's going to tap. Okay. Karate. Okay, those are jiu-jitsu techniques that I learned many years ago. Okay, now karate. Okay, I step out of the way, I kick, grab, pull him down, and boom, to the ribs. Okay, and if I want to control him, I have his arm here, and all I have to do is he tapped. He throws a kick. Boom. Okay, he'll be seeing stars. Okay, he throws another kick. Step out of the way. Down he goes. Okay, he chokes me, goes to choke. Now, I pre-trained for that. Did you see how I got out of that? Okay, I didn't let him put a grip on me yet. Okay, But because I did train these exercises here, he can choke. Hey, turtle. Choke. Choke. So now I'm going to take this finger here and I'm going to give him a taste of what he's going to give me. Okay? One finger right here where the V is at the top of the chest, and that's all it takes. Okay, double hand grab. Okay, karate. Okay, here's a move from Seung Chin. Grab him, knee to the face, and roll him over. Okay, he gets me in a headlock. You know the old-fashioned headlock? I reach between his legs and I pinch, and I bring him down. Okay, people don't expect to be pinched. And if I wanted to, I could pinch the jewels. Okay, person grabs. Again, I don't give the person a chance to grab a hold of me. Because once you get them to hold you, then they've got you, unless you can get out. Okay, now I'm pushing two buttons here. I call them buttons. Okay, and right here, right between the muscle, okay, right to the bones where the nerves run. Okay, so that coincides with that one finger push. Now, you're an old person, like me, okay? Senior citizen, be 70 years old in 3 months, okay? And somebody attacks you, okay? Get out of the way. If in the close quarters and he really grabs you, okay, bite his ear. Okay, that's a Mike Tyson technique. Okay, then step through, boom. Now, you say, oh, a senior citizen can't do that. Hey, I just did. The main thing is step and get that person's center off balance. He grabbed me. Right? Now I'm going to take my thumbs and I'm going to hit those floating ribs there. You see how he steps away naturally? Now I'm going to step in behind, bring him down nice and easy. And look what I'm doing with his arm. Okay? Okay. So it's a matter of leverage, not so much strength. Okay? Person shakes hand. Oh, squeeze. You call that a squeeze? Okay. I'm relaxing my fingers, and now I'm just taking his thumb and sending it back to him. Curling his fingers back. Okay, up, down, up, down. Okay, and go to sleep.
Like I said at the beginning, when we first started this, I was always amazed at your self-defense techniques, that they're something that everybody can use. Nothing fancy, they work.
Yeah, well, the self-defense is, hey, get out of the way, survive, minimize your injuries.
Thank you for watching this episode of Secrets of Martial Art. Thank you very much, Hanshi, for taking your time and demonstrating your art to us. It was a real honor for me. And we'll see you again next week.